It's incredible, right, Terry?
It is.
Unbelievable. It's one after another. We started out using a lot of subtle stuff. Terry was using just a worm on a jig head, and we switched over to this. That's impulse paddle tail, just on a sort of pinky head. The guys, Russ has one behind us, but we're gonna just see. It's incredible. It's like pretty much almost every cast in this spot. So the wind kind of died down, so I'm trying to cast it as far as I can, let it sink to the bottom, and then pop it back. But I mean, there's one right there. I missed him. How many have we caught? We're not even
dozens,
counting.
dozens.
It's incredible.
In maybe 3 dozen.
I've been on flying trips all over the place, and there's one right there. Oh. For an Algoma lake, this is as good a walleye fishing as I've ever had. And this actually isn't a real big one, but it doesn't matter. Little Missinaibi Lake with Airedale Fishing and Hunting out of Walleye, Ontario. We're right in the heart of the Shaflow Game Preserve right now. And it's late in September, third week. And cold, nasty. That's maybe the smallest walleye
It is.
that we've caught in this spot. So, okay, one. It doesn't matter where you cast here. There's a neck down here, a pinch point, and a reed point on this side and a little reed point on this side. And they are absolutely stacked like cordwood here. It's just absolutely remarkable. But I mean, yeah, I've fished all over northwestern Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. And this little session we're enjoying right now is as good a walleye fishing as I've ever had. All right, here we go. Half the time I'm just casting it out and letting it drop, and it's hitting on the drop. Oh, right there, just like that. It's crazy. This one's a little better than the last one. But I mean, it's absolutely remarkable walleye fishing. No skill required, which is my favorite kind of fishing. No thought required. I think this is one of those chunky ones we've been catching. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a decent one anyway. He absolutely inhaled it too, just right on the drop. Come here, you. Like, that's actually even smaller than a lot of the ones. It's a nice one though. Now, don't have pliers handy, so I gotta hold his mouth open, and this is always a little bit precarious when you do this. There we go. Nice. Okay. See if we can do this again on cue. And now let's see if he'll head on the drop again. So not only is there a pinch point here, but like I mentioned earlier in one of the earlier little clips, there's a little creek flowing in right there, right behind us. Now this spot has it all. And this arm of the lake, this little short arm of the lake, has some of the deepest water. So there's a very strong population of walleye here, and they all seem to be congregated in this particular spot. I fished Little Missinaibi like 4 or 5 years ago in June out of the Cam Lake camp, which Martin and Jennifer with Airedale, I don't even think they're operating it anymore. It's a very rustic camp, and we walked over to Little Miss to fish it. Short 4-day trip, and we did well, but not this well. I had no idea that Little Miss was, that's the first pike I've caught in this spot, was this good. It's unbelievable. Now, I don't think I can do that little trick with the, or can I? Normally don't do this with a pike. Very dangerous. But let me see if I can get one more here. I could do this all day. We're not going to keep the camera running. I just wanted to have Terry film me for 5 or 10 minutes just to show everybody how easy the fishing is here. It really is. I'm starting to get worried. I haven't hooked one yet. What's going on? Real slow drag across the bottom. It rained all morning, right? We played cards. It was really, really nasty. I didn't think we might not even get out today. We didn't get out till 11:30. And then it took a while to find this spot, actually. I was starting to get worried. But boy, it sure made up for, oh, there it is. Sure made up for the nasty weather and the late start, that's for sure. Yeah, that's another pretty chunky one. I think. Some of them are blue. Oh, that one got off. Here, watch this. I'll just get it back in there quick. Some of them are gold, and some of them have this incredible blue tinge, right?
Yeah.
It's really pretty incredible. Totally different colors. Why? I don't know. Maybe if there's a fisheries biologist watching this, he can contact me and explain. But they're completely, totally different colored walleyes. And they're not really blue walleye, but the fins have a bright blue tinge to them, and it actually wipes off on your clothes like a blue dye almost. So for whatever it's worth, almost every lake I've fished in the Chapleau Game Preserve has those. All the Airedale camps for sure. Like Abbey was one, and Jigaming, Morin, Johns Lake. For whatever reason, the walleyes in this region, they have that blue tinge to them. There it is. See, I'm still getting them on every cast, but it's not quite as fast. We got to be about 200 more yards. I'm going to land this one, then we're going to turn the camera off so Terry can fish.
Thanks.
And still every cast, but it's not like the second it hits the water.